الإشراك بالله والإضرار بالناس. To associate someone with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or to cause harm to other people. You stay away from these two things, insha'Allah. With the mercy you have on people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will have mercy on you as long as you meet Allah, not associating somebody with Him. But again, over and over, I try to explain the meaning of associating. Associating doesn't mean you bow down to another man, but to think and to follow another man's opinion in things that contradict with Quran and Sunnah. That's shirk. To think deep inside that somebody else is muhaymin, that's shirk. To think deep inside that there is somebody else is the powerful, is the khafid, is the rafi', is the nafi', is the dar, is the wahid, is ahad, is qahar, unconsciously inside, that you're committing shirk. Most of us commit shirk with ideology. Most of us commit shirk with our own desire. This your worst enemy is your own nafs. Your own nafs, your own desire, because of the things that you were raised on or because of the things that you were told. But the concept of Islam is to always dig down deep and look for the truth. And when Allah says something about Himself, take it for truth, take it for real. Do not twist the fact. Do not look for an excuse. A Muslim is the one who comes neutral and let Allah does with whatever He wants with him. Allah moves him, not his own desire, not his own way of thinking, not how I was raised, not how I want to believe. Your desire and your nafs is the worst enemy. And the last aspect is ar-rahma bi-ibadillah. You must have mercy on people in everything. In words, you must not backbite, tell as far as any kind of harm. The less harm and the more mercy comes from you toward people, the more mercy comes from Allah when you need it the most. Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, he said, أول ما سمعت رسول الله يقول ارحموا من في الأرض يرحمكم من في السماء. Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, first thing, he said, the first thing I've ever heard the Prophet saying is have mercy on people, Allah will have mercy on you. A Muslim is the one that goodness should and will and must come out of him. When you read, subhanAllah, a story about Abdullah ibn al-Mubarak, he was one of the great Salaf, Tabi'in, long time ago he lived. He had a neighbor, a Jewish neighbor, that he wanted to move outside the town. So he bought his house for sale. So he bought it out for sale for 2,000 dirham. And you find that story in many books. And I read it in Imam al-Dahabi, in two of Imam al-Dahabi books actually. And he says that when that Jewish wanted to sell his house, he bought the house for sale for 2,000 dirham. Then they asked him, he said, how come you're buying your house for 2,000 dirham? It's only worth 1,000. He said, ألف للدار وألف للجوار. He said 1,000 for the house and 1,000 for the neighbor. He said, why? What happens to your neighbor? What does your neighbor do? He said, every time he brings food to his family, he has to feed me and my kids first. So since he moved next to me, I never done shopping. So I used to just make sure that I come up, I come before he comes, and me and my kids stand outside. He sees us, he feeds us of what he has. So whoever gonna move to this house doesn't have to make a shopping.